Hey everyone, I hope you're doing well and that you're having a good day or night wherever you are. I just wanted to pop in and share something with you guys because I have been really slacking off on making videos just because a lot of things are going on and I'm pretty much changing locations and it's like all over the place. Yeah. I'm just trying to get my leg up here set up right. It is about this surge of intense energy and things that are really affecting the majority of us. Some people might not be picking up on what's going on, and some others they aren't. And if you are one of those people, then this video is for you. I have been experiencing that myself. There's that tendency of being like super pumped and super amped up to do so many things and inspired, and then a couple hours later I just like, ooh, I don't want to do anything. I just want to take a nap. It's too hot, things like that. So that is not you procrastinating or anything. It's literally your physical body and your energetic body going through that surge of highs and lows. So up here and then so down here. This is not something to freak out about, but just to be aware of. And I don't think so resisting it would do anything, but take time and sit down or go for a walk. It's gonna sound silly, but walking is amazing, not just for your health but for your mental being, because you're outdoors, you're exposed to the sun, the air, the blue sky. All those colors are pretty much positively affecting your body and your retina as well, in your eyes. That's one side of it. The other side is to really focus on something that makes you laugh. And I myself got into the habit of watching funny videos. It could be silly funny stuff, whatever makes you really, laugh, because you're taking yourself out of that a mindset of like really being dwelling on those emotions to more like, oh, I can focus on this, like creating that momentum. And this could be applied to anything that you feel like you're frustrated because you're not getting or achieving, or it's not happening, whether you're manifesting or in general working towards something or a project and you feel like it's stuck somewhere and things are not moving on. So really shifting your attention and focusing on that specific momentum by, if you like the beach, go stare at the ocean for a while. If you like to surf, do that. If you like to run, go for a run. If you like butterflies, go not hunt butterflies, but mostly like look for butterflies. If you like flowers, surround yourself with flowers or be in a garden. If you like to watch birds, do that. Maybe some sort of paintings, if that, anything that takes your focus out of the hows and the whys and all the w's of questions and resistance to why things aren't going the way you want them, versus you bringing your awareness into the moment. So it's kind of like tricking your brain or your mind to like, let's not focus on that. We're just gonna pause on those things, and then we're gonna take a little break, watch cat videos if that makes sense to you, or it makes you, feel like completely drawn away from that momentum of like being stuck or hung up on manifesting certain things, or even just feeling that energy. So it has been working for me so far. um, and I wouldn't call it, it's more like a numbing mechanism, it's more like an alternative to me getting back up to that state of like feeling yay, or feeling like okay, let's do this. And just know that it's a lot of evolution taking place, a lot of change. So you're gonna hear so many things that are scary and frightening and crappy. And this is not me telling you not to pay attention to those things. Be aware, but just don't dwell on them, and don't let your focus be completely geared towards that side, like inflation or taxes or prices going up or restrictions or this and this, because you have your own free discernment to not focus on those things. And where attention goes, energy flows. So if you shift your focus on attention for all of those things that are happening currently in the world, and regardless of what family, friends, anybody else would say, or you might hear about, do this. Yes, I know it's gonna sound like, oh, what are you talking about? I'm just like blindfolding, or my eyes are closing, my ears. Why? It's gonna help you a lot to move forward, and trust me, this is preparing you for a different dimension and for a different frequency. Because if you are on this frequency here and those other things that are happening are here, there's a huge distance between you and those things. So they're not gonna be up here. You're already up here. This is low here. That's lower frequency. And when you vibe at this level, other things will catch up, like the good things and people and opportunities and anything you can think of is here. So you do exist in multi dimensions, including your higher self. With that being said, higher frequency require higher attention and higher energy. And that higher frequency, once it's up here and when you are riding on it or flying on that high disc, you're never gonna see this here. This is blocked completely. So it's literally all about shifting your awareness. That doesn't mean that you're not gonna feel down lows or highs and lows or any of that. You still are in this human body and experiencing those things, and that's normal. But it will not affect you as much if you are in this frequency versus this one. This is operating of fear, of lack, of really, really like the down spiral. If you ever heard of the vibration spiral, so when it's tilting down, there's fear, there's anger, frustration, resentment, all those negative feelings. And obviously that's going to affect your physical body, which means it's affecting your health, your well-being, etc., etc. But the opposite of it, which is the upper spiral spectrum of that chart, it's more like love, compassion, laughter, happiness, all those positive emotions and feelings that lift you up and then bring you to a higher level. And this, my friends, is also the frequency where successful people are vibing at. Well, you might say, well, wait a minute. Some people, they still complain and they're mean, but they are at a higher frequency. Forget about those. We're focusing on other frequencies. We're focusing on your higher frequency. Frequency of compassion, forgiveness, and love to yourself as human being and to humanity. And yes, there's so much crap going on. I'm not denying that. Excuse me. Second time. I think it's just energy running through me. But there's also a fact that the sun still rises from the same direction and sets to the same or in the same direction. See, never the sun says, oh, it's a crappy world right now, I'm just not gonna rise anymore or set anymore. It's still happening. You might say, well, the sun is the sun, it's an element of energy, blah blah, but it has a consciousness. Yes, everything has a consciousness. So just like you have a consciousness. You gotta keep going, because your journey has not ended yet. And when it's time for it to end, you will see that. But for now, keep going, keep vibrating here. Okay, I hope this video made sense and you have resonated with it. And in case you did not, that's okay. Take what you understood or resonated with and then just leave the rest. Keep in mind, you have your own free discernment to agree or disagree. And on my behalf, I wish you a wonderful day or night wherever you are. Sending you lots of light and love to your way. Have a good night.